There are two, I'll talk a little in English and then I'll give summary in Arabic. There are two vital components of Christianity. If one of them is dropped, the whole Christianity is lost. The whole Christianity is lost. The first one, Jesus Christ is God, the incarnate Word. And it's very difficult for people who are not Christian to imagine that God will be insulted like this, will be whipped, will be slapped, will be treated worse than any bad slave. So it's hard for us to prove to them that this is true God. That's why our church is trying in every liturgy, trying to prove to everyone that this insulted person is the true God. It's not an easy job to understand, but we tell them, yes, he is a true God. How can God be insulted like this? He can't crash, he can't kill all these people in 1 minute. He can, but he did that because of us. We did it to him when we disobeyed and when we committed any sin. We do that for him every day. So it is not his fault, actually, or it is not something wrong in him. It is wrong in us. That's the first vital component and hard job of our church, to prove to people every day that this is God. Yesterday I heard a Muslim man saying, I admit that our prophet has committed a lot of terrible things in his life. But he did only one good thing. He let us know the true, real God, not that crucified person you claim as God. See? So it's not easy. We are here all Christian, we accept it and we agree with it. But go to the outside world and see how hard is it. The second component, vital component, when God was asked in the Old Testament by Moses, who are you? He said, I'm he. And when they asked Jesus Christ today, in many of the Gospels today, who are you? He said, I'm he. He said the same word God said to Moses in the Old Testament. But when the Bible wanted to define who is God, God is what? What did the Bible say when he wanted one description for God? He said God is what? Love. So if you take love out of Christianity, lost. Because some people say, oh, let's get guns and go and kill these people who are attacking us. If you do that, you are not Christian anymore. You lost it. If we defend ourselves by force, we are not Christian anymore. Today, I have 15 minutes. I want to talk to you about these two components. I'm not here to convince you that Jesus Christ is God. That is the work of the church and the work of the liturgy every day, the work of the Bible. This is not my job. But I'm here to tell you how our church is providing that information for us every day. The problem is, if we need to know how is everything done in the church, why it is done that way, so we can understand the church when it tells us every day, this is God. This is God. Our church presents the life of Jesus Christ over the year, the whole year. comes at the end of the previous year, which is actually the beginning of our Coptic calendar. And he said to us, let us get ready, because God will be born. How can we get ready? The church tells us, when Moses wanted to receive the 10 Commandments, what did he do? He fasted 40 days. So we are fasting 40 days to receive the incarnate Word. The actual Word who wrote the 10 Commandments to Moses is coming, and we can see him in flesh. When Jesus was born as a child, as a baby, the Jewish, his people, should have been the first to celebrate, to say, to talk about it. But nobody even said anything. So God had to bring shepherds from somewhere and send angels to them from heaven, telling them, this is God who is coming. Glory to God in the highest, and peace on earth and goodwill for men. And he had to bring some people from the east, far east, magicians who do not worship God, but they worship the stars. They saw a weird star. They followed it and came to Jesus and gave him gold, myrrh, and incense. King, suffering, and incense. He is the priest, the archpriest. The church tells that every day, every time in the Christmas, and whenever we make the Urban, whoever will make the Urban, we call it Bethlehem, because we make Jesus there every time we give it to Abuna. Then after 8 days, Jesus Christ went to fulfill the law, El Namus. By what? By circumcision. Circumcision is a symbol of baptism, where you kill part of the body as a symbol of dying of the whole body, of the whole flesh, so we can save the whole person. He comes in the Heikel, and he accepts the circumcision. And after 40 days, they came in to give the sacrifice for him. And as you know, when they came after 40 days to give the sacrifice, a 270 years old man entered into the Heikel and carried him. Who is this man? 207 years old man, very old man, coming in and say, now, Lord, let me go. I have seen your salvation. The church tells us from the first few days. How many witness now? Then come the biggest presentation in Epiphany or Theophania. In Theophania, Theo means God, Phania, Fanus يعني. Phania means appearance or light, lantern, right? That day, the Father himself talked from heaven. This is my beloved Son. And the Holy Spirit appeared like what? Not like fire, but like dove, because he's telling everybody, I came not to punish, not to blame, I came to save and help. And then after 3 days of this, baptism of Jesus Christ is a symbol of death, correct? After 3 days, in the third day, the church celebrates the wedding of Cana of Galilee, not haphazard. The third day, Jesus Christ is coming to tell us, this is the only wedding I have attended. I want you to know, I came here not like a master and you are slaves. I came like a husband and you are my beloved wife. Big difference. We are not slaves anymore. We are the brides of him and the sons of the Father through him. Imagine. So he came to the wedding, and in the wedding, he gave us the first step of how he will give us this salvation. He changed water into wine. And today, in our liturgy today, he did what? He said that the wine is my blood. And someone will say, he was sitting. How can he say this is my body and this is my blood? And he is still sitting in flesh in front of us. Because when God says this is what, it is what. When he says this is the body, it became a body, a real body. When he said it's his blood, it became a real blood. So he did that today, but the church told us in January that he was baptized like he died on the Theophany or Epiphany. And he gave us his body and rose up on the third day in the wedding of Cana of Galilee and married the church, every one of us, to become his beloved wife. Then the church described to us after Easter how God appeared to the disciples, how the Holy Spirit came down, how the church was built. So if you go with the church step by step and you understand what is going on, you can see that Jesus Christ, that cursed, insulted person, no, he is a real God. And why he's like in that bad shape? It is you and me. The second point, love. God is love. We have now, in a medical term, a very serious condition of love deficiency in our church and among the Copts. We have love deficiency. Tell me, if I see you today and don't say hello, next week you look at me and don't say hello. Maybe I was like asleep or I was tired or something. Abuna, go to this person, that person. Love your brother, love your wife, love your husband, love your children. Oh, he did that to me, he did that to me. He's bad. How can I love him? Where is the love? And now I ask, to be fair, I ask one question. Is it fair for a natural person like any one of us to love his enemy or to love even people who didn't love him? No, it's not natural. So how can we love our enemies and how we love each other? How we have that great love God described himself with? How can we do it? In the first gospel today, in the first hour, Jesus Christ told us how. He said, abide in me as I am with him. He is the source of love. And he gave the unlimited love to his son, and his son gave his unlimited love to any one of us. But it's like a battery. I charge my computer now. After 2 hours, I have to charge it again. You and me are like that. We are like a battery. We come in here and get the charge from him. He is unlimited. He will give us all the love we need. The more we stay with him and abide in him, the more love we have. And the more love we have, the less problems Abuna and Abuna will have in the church. Everybody will be nice and good. So love is a problem in if we have love, we will come in here and we'll be in heaven. If we don't have love, real love, not a live love, I love you because you love me. No, it's a real love where we love everybody without reason and without cause. The second, the part of about love here, bring me to a question. A lady asking me where I work. She said to me, Dr. Salim, aren't you happy are here and not in Egypt? I said, why you say that? She said, now you are saved. Nothing bad will happen to you. I said to her, who told you that I'm happy that my family and my church is in danger? I know God is protecting our church, but who said that I'm here saved and they are in danger? Who said that? Where is the danger? The danger is when we are away from God, whether we are in Egypt or here or anywhere. But I am happy because I am away from Egypt, and I want to tell you something which hurt me. Many youth here I'm proud of are very, very enthusiastic to learn and to say big hymns. Very good. I'm so proud of them. But almost double of this number of youth are outside. You don't want to even say we are Egyptian or we are in the Coptic church. And I want to say, where are these people? Where are they? If I go to a young man outside who doesn't come to the church and say, come in, he wouldn't listen to me. This is grandfather talking to me. I'm for him like a grandfather. But if a youth, 18 years old, one of you, go a boy to a boy or a girl to a girl and say, let us go and see the love of God. She will listen to her and he will listen to him. And that's the duty I'm requesting from our youth now. I'm so proud of them that they are so careful about learning our church and building the church, because now we have a brighter future as a church if our youth are strong spiritually. But the part we are missing, where is the service to other youth who need us? And where is the service we need to give to people on calamities and people in trouble in Egypt? And before I continue with the last word today, I want to tell you something I heard from Pope Shenouda, which really affected me much. I was working in Chicago, and I had to go to the church in Chicago. And Pope Shenouda came to Chicago to visit them. One of the young youths, about 18 years old, stood up and said to him, we know that the church here is helping the poor church in Egypt. And you know how Pope Shenouda was so calm and nice and smiling, and we love him for that. I saw all the anger, all the rage on him. And he said to him, wait. Who told you that the church in America or any other place is supporting the church in Egypt? Listen, the church in Egypt is the source of all spirituality. Our church is the only church, I'm not exaggerating, it's only church who are still very, very hot in the relation of God, very hot in service, very hot in everything. So we need support to that church. We need to do two things I'm requesting today and finish. I request that every boy go and read Nehemiah and see how Nehemiah was working in the palace of the emperor of the whole world at that time. And he didn't feel good about himself that his people are in trouble. He left everything and went to support his people. And I am asking the girls, please go and read Esther and see how a queen like Esther didn't want to stay as a queen if that will hurt her people. And remember, Mordechai, her teacher and her supervisor, he said to her a sentence which I'll say now and close, but don't be offended of me. He said it, not me. He said to her, listen, probably God brought you here in that position as a queen so you can help your people, not to show off on your people, to help them. If you do help them, then you fulfilled what God wanted. But if you don't do it, you know what will happen? God will save my people from somewhere else. And you perish. You perish. So listen, we have a responsibility. We have a big work to do as a church, and we have to do it, because if we do it, we help Abuna and Abuna in the service, and we help the church to grow. But if we don't do it, God will send angels from heaven to do it, and we will perish. بتكلم النهارده عن حاجتين مهمين في الكنيسة أو في المسيحية، من غيرهم المسيحية ما تسويش حاجة. أول حاجة إن المسيح هو الله، والحكاية دي صعبة إن أي حد يتخيلها من غير المسيحيين لما يشوفوا إله مهان مصلوب. عشان كده زي ما قلت لكم، واحد مسلم امبارح كان بيقول أنا صحيح عارف إن النبي بتاعنا عمل حاجات وحشة كتير، لكن هو عمل حاجة واحدة كويسة، إن هو عرفنا الإله الحقيقي، مش مش الإنسان المصلوب على الصليب اللي بتقولوا عليه ربنا. صعب على أي واحد بره الكنيسة إن يهضم إن ربنا يبقى كده، صعبة. فإحنا لازم نقوم بالطريقة المظبوطة نعرفه، وده اللي بتعمله كنيستنا كل يوم في القداس بتاعنا. الحركات اللي بتتعمل دي كلها بتقول هو ربنا ابونا بيمشي كده ليه، والشماس بيقف هنا ايه، وده بيقول ليه الحاجات دي بتحصل. دي كل حاجه من دول ربنا من خلال التراديشن بتاعنا بيعلمنا في الكنيسه ازاي ان المسيح هو الاله المتجسد. فاحنا كلنا لازم نفهم ان المسيح هو الله، ونيجي كل يوم في الكنيسه نسمع ازاي المسيح هو الله. الحاجة التانية قلت لكم إن الصفة الأساسية اللي وصف بها الله نفسه هي المحبة. فإذا ما كانش في عندنا محبة ما نسواش. هتقولوا هم بيهجمون علينا نعمل فيهم إيه؟ نجيب مسدسات ونهجم. لا، إحنا لو عملنا كده ما بقناش مسيحيين، انتهت. فالمسيحية أساسها المحبة. وطلبت من الشباب الأحباء أولاد وبنات، بليز عليكم مسؤولية. انتوا أقوى مني وأقوى من كل الناس اللي في سننا. انتوا فيكم النشاط والطاقة. قوموا واشتغلوا من أجل الشباب اللي بره اللي تبع كنيستنا اللي موجود هنا وما بيجيش، ومن أجل مصر اللي محتاجة لكل السبورت والمعونة. بس خدوا بالكم من كلمة الأنبا شنودة، سيدنا الأنبا شنودة الله يناح نفسه، إنه قال إحنا مصر مش هي اللي محتاجة لنا، إحنا اللي محتاجين لها، لأن هي مصدر الروحانية والقوة. الكنيسة القبطية هي أعظم كنيسة، مش غير تحيز، هي أعظم كنيسة في الروحانية، بس نفهمها. بس إحنا كمان لما تكون الكنيسة في ضيقة ما نهربش ونقول إحنا في أمريكا. الحمد لله إحنا في أمريكا، ده إحنا علينا مسؤولية. قبل ما نبقى أمريكان إحنا مصريين وأقباط وتبع الكنيسة القبطية، ولازم نقوم عشان الكنيسة تبقى أقوى كنيسة. وخدوا بالكم مهما حصل للكنيسة القبطية، الكنيسة القبطية مش هتنتهي زي أرمينيا، ومش هتنتهي زي تركيا، ومش هتنتهي البلاد دي. دي كنيسة زارها المسيح وقعد فيها 42 شهر، أكتر من مدة خدمته كمسيح. مدة خدمته كانت 3 سنين و3 شهور، قعد في مصر 42 شهر وزار 30 منطقة وعمل معجزات وهو طفل صغير تقروها في الكتب، وفي حاجات آثار ليه لحد دلوقتي موجودة في مصر. ازاي الحتة اللي فيها بصمات ربنا في كل حتة دي ازاي حقيقي الشيطان يغلبها؟ مش ممكن. والمجد لله دائما ابدا امين.